Hello, Libra, and welcome to Intuitive Clarity with Allison Nichols. Libra, as always, this is going to be a general intuitive clarity reading for the month of August already. So if it doesn't resonate with you, please check out your moon and rising sign as well. And while I'm shuffling the cards, I'd like to invite you to please check out the new candle boutique. So I have created my own candle line. It's all natural. So I was very careful to make sure that the candles are actually more healthy than what you just pick up at the store. Um, Fun little twist on the names. They're all new age, so I'm having fun doing that. And I also mix my own scents. So they're always unique. I always like to put a little twist in there. I love working with the back sense of it. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, check that out. It's been a hoot to research, to test, to create. I will have to say my house smells like a candle shop. So there's one of the benefits of being a candle maker that I learned. Anyway, check it out. I would love for you to, try one. There is a couple different ways you can do it just to test some different scents. There's the mystery set that you can do where you just choose the different scents that you like, and I just surprise you and send you what I think matches. So that's kind of fun too. But anyway, that is what's going on. Just check it out. Also, if there is a scent or something special you would like for me to create for you, just email that to me. I am more than happy to do that for you. All right. So with all that, okay, wants to pop out Libra. Let's see what's happening for August 2019. Of course, we're going to do some clarification, numerology. What now? Okay, let's do some numerology. Eight. Okay. So you're walking into an eight energy, Libra, which is huge. It's a transformation. Okay. It's where you've just decided sometimes I'm just not doing that anymore and I'm going to do this instead. Um, Change of belief systems. Often, sometimes some things happen that make you have to change your belief systems or how you were doing something. So eight, it's also very spiritual energy to be walking into because it's infinity, okay? And it's also what goes around comes around. So be careful about your karma in August, Libra. Now, if you do any moon rituals or manifestation, I do want to mention those dates real quick before we get started. So, new moon is in Leo. It's carried over from the 31st of July into the 1st. Full moon is August 15th in Aquarius. And then the new moon is on the 30th in Virgo. So, because you are in an eight energy, it wouldn't be a bad idea maybe to do a little moon manifestation. You've got three shots at it this month. So, definitely go ahead and do that. You're in a real good energy zone to be doing that, real good numerical zone to be doing that. So let's do some clarification here real quick. Okay, Libra. All right, we're starting off with the Fairy's Journey Tarot deck that I created, which you could also purchase in the Candle Boutique below. Anyway, we start off with the Devil. Okay, now this is week one. Now, the devil comes up for many reasons. If there is a Capricorn in your life, this is the card for Capricorn. Don't be offended. It just is. Okay. This is the designated card for Capricorn. And interestingly enough, it is about being chained into something in some way. Okay. Um, Whatever that might be. All right. It could be an addiction. It could be a situation, a career, a job, a marriage, a partnership, a friendship, a mental, a thought process. Okay. I get the walk in the park after that. So that's real interesting. There could, and remember, we're talking about transformation too. So when the devil is present, sometimes that's when we actually start to see that there's changes need to happen. Okay. Um, Also, with this walk in the park here, be careful, the grass might not be greener on the other side. All right. So if you're thinking about possibly, I don't know, quitting your job to go on a whim to go do something else because you think it's better, the grass might not be greener. We're going to do some clarification on that. So Libra. Okay, so week 2, you got some strong cards. Week 2, we get Judgment. All right, and on top of that, I get my crossroads. Which way do I go? I do have decisions. I could go right, I could go left, I could go straight, I could go backwards, right? This is a day of reckoning when we get the Judgment card. All right. So it looks like, and oftentimes this is an internal thing too, where you come to terms with something. All right. It looks like you've got some decisions to make here. All right. And these decisions are quite important and they might be permanent. All right. They might be long lasting decisions that you need to make, but it's a day of reckoning, which is also about change. Okay. So there, with this 8 energy, there is a lot of, it looks like there's a lot of just flipping things around. So like you thought this way forever and ever and ever, and then for whatever reason you wake up and it's all flipped around. Now you're not quite sure. Now you're questioning what you had thought it always was, or what you always believed it to be, or what you always thought you were going to do. Maybe it's a day of reckoning because it's time to make decisions about your career. Okay. Um, Week 3, interesting. I get the 9 of Wands. Okay, but it's reversed. 9 of Wands, you got it. You're almost at the end of a cycle here. You know what you're doing. Wands is usually about career or can be social, projects, things like that. So there you've got all the tools. You know how to do it. You've got the knowledge. You've got the know-how. Um, you can stand your ground. You can win the battle, but it's reversed. And then I get a partnership. Okay. So it almost looks like there could be not necessarily a breakdown per se of a partnership, but it almost looks like maybe if you do make an agreement or of some sort here, be careful. You might end up on the short end of the stick. All right. Remember, I said, watch out. The grass might not be greener on the other side on this week 1. Be careful what agreements you make. All right. Um, Look into it. You might not be getting all of the information. You might not have everything you need to know quite yet in order to make this agreement. All right. Week 4, I do get my Queen of Fire. Okay, which if this is about a fire sign, we are talking about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's usually Leo, but in the Queen, but she is reversed. Now she brings in opportunities. She also can be a boss, okay, someone in charge of you. She might not be a very fair one since she's reversed, or she might just be upset with you, okay? Or this could be a gentleman if it's not a woman, okay? Maybe it's just representing Leo in general, or a fire sign, or the energy thereof. And then I get the Tower. So it does look like there could be a bit of an upheaval going on around, if this isn't about a fire sign, it could be around a work situation, all right, or a career situation. Remember this week 3, I said be careful what agreements you make, okay? So let's do clarification and figure out what is this all about. Mm, okay, let's see here. We get week 1, we get the moon reversed. Okay, that's it straight up. This is out of Alice in Wonderland tarot deck if you're a reader and you are interested. Anyway, I do get the moon and it is reversed. When my moon is straight up, there are some things going on that you don't quite know about or are unseen, behind the scenes kind of thing. Also, it is things aren't always as they appear to be. So, in other words, you know, it might look like it's one thing, but in reality, it's something completely different. It's reversed. Okay. So, it looks like something actually comes out, something gets revealed here. Okay. Um, Now, with this park here, this is also representing romance as well. Um, so if you were and it's usually a new romantic partnership. So if you had just started a new romance, it looks like maybe some things might have started to come out here if this is about romance. Maybe you just started noticing some things, or through conversation you're learning some things perhaps that surprise you. Um, but anyway, I if this is also about, remember I said if you are feeling um, chained to something, or you're trying to make some type of a decision about um, walking away from something you feel chained to, um, it could be that this first week is when you decide to make that public, all right, that you're leaving, or that you are making a change in some form. You just decided to come out with it. Or if there is something that you have been, even a secret that you have been chained to, it might be this first week you decide to let the cat out of the bag. Okay. Week 2. I get the 6 of Swords. Okay. So the 6 of Swords, if you look, she is wanting to get away. She's wanting to a fresh start. All right. Remember, there's a day of reckoning here. There is judgment. All right. And we are also talking about making decisions. What direction do I want to go? It looks like you might decide. Now, this card also represents to me someone like trying to sneak away. Okay. Um, Go unnoticed, like leave just out of the blue in the middle of the night, pack up and I'm gone kind of thing. Um, so it might be that is the decision that you decide to make. You're just going to pull up stakes and you're going to move forward. All right. Um, you've had a clarification, an aha kind of moment here, and now you've got the choices up here, and I believe you make the decision to go somewhere else, where or take a new direction, and hope for the best and try to work through whatever these troubles are, because swords are usually troubles, and sometimes they're just worries. It's a lot of mental thought with swords as well. So you might decide to start thinking in a different direction. Okay. Either way, it's a very, very strong, powerful week on week two. Week one and week two are quite interesting. They look quite powerful. Week three, remember, we talked about this agreement. Okay, here we have the three of hats or cups. We have the three of hats. It's a celebration. It's reversed. Okay, remember, I said, be careful. It might not be a good it might not be something to celebrate, this arrangement, this agreement, or whatever this might be. This, what you're shaking hands on, agreeing to do. um, you really need to make sure that you've got all of the tools, okay, because it's not necessarily a good situation. There will not be any rejoicing, I believe, unless we can turn this straight up. All right. So just be careful what you agree to that third week. Week four, I get the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving forward. All right. With destruction moves things forward. Okay. Remember, I said it looks like we've got a bit of an upheaval going on here. It's pushing things forward. This is change. All right. So change is always an upheaval, but it's really hard sometimes to have change without destroying something else, without an upheaval in some way. So this is actually good. This is actually going in your favor because we're moving forward. It's not reversed. All right. So there's a good change that is going to happen, but there's going to have to be a breakdown of something in order to make that happen, Libra. All right, so let me do one last clarification. Great. Okay, so I get the pig on the first week. And the pig is actually about really good luck. Okay. So on top of um, things coming out, it's actually a good thing. All right. So, whatever it is that you either decide to announce, or whatever it is that actually does come out, it's actually a good thing. All right. It's luck. It's lucky. It almost looks like you're lucky that you found out. All right. Because perhaps you can save the day, or make it be a little less of a problem, perhaps, because you found out in the nick of time. It almost feels that way. So I do believe whatever comes out into the open here is lucky. So that first week is going to be kind of strong, because it's not going to be necessarily something great that pops out, that it appears to be, but it actually turns out to be for the best. Okay. Um, and remember, with the moon, things aren't always as they appear to be when it's reversed. Okay. When it's straight up, when it's straight up, things aren't always as they appear to be, but it's reversed. So it's like, you know, it's exposed. So it is exactly as it is. So it's telling me that this is really lucky. It's not like, um, it looks like it's good that the information came out or whatever that is. It looks like it's good, but it's not really. It bites you in the butt later. This actually is it's good. All right. Um, week 2, I do get the crossed swords reversed. So not fighting anymore. Okay. You're putting down your swords, so to speak. So there again, there's moving forward. So you might be deciding that you are not going to fight this battle anymore. All right. And I'm just going to move forward with it. There was a day of reckoning here with the judgment, and there were decisions that needed to be made. Okay. With my crossroad. Also, here, with the swords crossed reversed, it could be too that the decision that you made, because this with the cross, this is about decisions, which direction too. So it could be that the decision that you made, you might have a bit of concern about whether or not it was a good one. All right, you might be second guessing yourself a little bit. Remember, you're going through a change of what you've always thought it to be. All right. The big transformation the second week. So it's a title entirely possible that you might be giving it some second thoughts. Okay. Week 3, I get the lady reversed. All right. So remember, we were talking about making agreements, maybe even signing contracts, whatever that might be. You don't have enough information, okay, or you don't have enough power or something. With the lady reversed, on top of my 3 of hats reversed, this, whatever is going on here with this agreement, walk away. You don't have what it takes, okay, to make this right. So they're not telling you everything in order to get one over on you in some way. So the week 3, just be careful what you agree to. Hold off if you can. Tell them, I can't make a decision right now. I need to think about that. All right. So if it's possible, hold off. Week 4, I get health on top of the Wheel of Fortune moving forward. And now it's all healthy. So after this upheaval, this destruction going on here, it's like spring, right? Or like right after a storm, and the sun comes out and the rainbow and everything's all green. It's all healthy. Okay. There's a renewal. All right. Interesting with that 8, right? There's a renewal. Um, so huge month for you, Libra. Lots. It's chock full of stuff going on. There again, some big spiritual stuff. I believe a lot of this is very internal, thought wise, where you're just quietly making decisions, weighing your options, my little Libra. But I believe that's the way it's going to go down for you for the month of August. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did reading them for you. Always like, share, comment, subscribe. Please do comment. I love reading them, especially if if this resonates with you or you know exactly what I'm talking about. Gosh, please leave me a comment. I love it when, of course, it always feels good to, help somebody out or hit, right on. I love it. So, all right, that's what I have. Please check out the candle shop below. I would love it if you would do that. And of course, if there's anything special you would like for me to create, I take request for that as well. All right, Libra, I want you to have a fabulous August. And until we meet again in September, your birthday month, I am always sending loving energy your way. Bye-bye.